Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Pete from Pete on the AT. Just starting out day, I think 116 of my Appalachian Trail through hike. Shuttle driver named Joe just dropped us off at Route 7, which is where the trailhead starts. Had a good day, good rest and refit in Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Really quaint, neat little town. My toe, that foot saga continues. So my toe, is super painful, and I, got and did everything I could to it and with it. But what I ended up doing is I ended up cutting a little flap in my shoe. I'll show it to you later. But it just, my toe box just isn't wide enough on that foot for whatever reason. And it was just giving me, crazy pain. And it was, making my little toe not in the right position. So I just gave it a little extra room by taking my handy dandy knife and cutting a hole in it and taping it up. So it's still a little painful, but it's not near as painful as it was before. So we'll see how the end of the day goes. Gonna do a little bit of a shorter day. I think about 13 miles to a place called Wilcock Shelter. And we're supposed to be hot today in the high 80s. And we're supposed to get some thunderstorms. So I'm gonna try to get to a shelter before then and see how it goes, and maybe I can avoid the thunderstorms or getting wet like that. So I'll keep you updated as the trail goes by. I think I've got a mile of flat before it starts heading up, so I'll just appreciate the flat while I got it. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you down the trail in a bit. Well, I think my brother-in-laws would be envious of the corn here along the trail. It's got to be 9 feet tall and all tasseled out already. Looks really good. I know Shenandoah Valley's been hit with a terrible drought. So I know these people are blessed to have the rain. I'm not sure what creek this is, or I guess it's a little river. You can tell it's low, but I've been walking along it for a better part of a mile or so. Well, here's a pretty little view of Massachusetts. I don't know exactly where I'm looking, but very pretty down through there. I mean, that could be Vermont. We're real close to Vermont right now. And I have a feeling that some of the younger people in the proverbial bubble are starting to catch up with me, because there's been like a half a dozen people already, younger 20 somethings, that have passed me today that I've never met before. So maybe the bubble's catching up, who knows. I just want to give you a little idea of what the trail looks like today. I'm about 6 miles into my hike. I'm just trying to find a piece that kind of represents what the trail looks like. It's definitely turned from the regular leaves, deciduous leaves, to a lot more pine needles, and I think that's going to be the theme moving forward, plus these roots. So I think the rocks are going to be replaced by the roots. At least that's what I've seen so far. And I talked to somebody else who's done this part of the trail in Vermont, and he says a lot of pine trees and a lot more roots. So, but this doesn't mean that the rocks are gone, because they're not. They might be a little bit more walkable and a little less in abundance, but as you can clearly see, there's still a lot of rocks. And I have a feeling that's the way it's going to be, you know, for the remainder of the hike. You know, we're just not going to get away from the rocks. But this is kind of what the trail looks like for the most part. A lot more pine trees. Got a little bit more shade than we did, you know, a couple weeks back. Thank goodness. Today's, you know, hot and humid again today with thunder showers. But tomorrow, I think the weather is supposed to break and be down in the, you know, mid 80s, mid to low 80s, maybe. All right, just wanted to give you a little taste of the trail today. Okay, I would love to have my little kayak. You can see the fish right there. Just very beautiful, pretty clean, looks clean. But I could see like a half a dozen fish right here, no more. Wow, it'd be lovely to have fishing pole and a little fishing kayak and just work this lake. Be awesome. All right. Well, hey, just want to wrap up day 116. We're in a shelter, and I looked at the weather, and I knew it was going to rain, but it was going to be a short day. And you know, it was weird getting into the shelter around 3:30, but the rain I saw was going to start around 4-ish, and we made it in here, and we made the right call. It's crazy raining, and there's a lot of other people that were going to go to a tent site that was another 5 miles, and I just like, nope, not going to do it. So me and 3 other guys are at this shelter. It's not a very popular shelter, but we're making it work, and we got a hammock set up here. I got my tent set up in a loft right up there, and we got a covered picnic table. And the weather's cooling down, so it's all good. It was one of those things where at the time I knew it was the right decision to stay in the shelter and stop hiking early, but then I was second guessing myself, and then I'm just so happy that you know, I went with my original instinct. So anyway, wrapping up the day. We'll see you in the morning. Take care. Bye-bye.